Good morning, students. Welcome to my class. So, in class 3B, English Literature, we started a new lesson today. This is lesson 2, Catch the Cat, isn't it? We started this lesson. Okay. So, before going to the lesson directly, okay, let us talk about the lesson, related to the lesson we are going to talk. Okay, this is getting started. Have you ever had the experience of looking for a pet that had got lost? Did you ever lose your pet anywhere? Or your pet has gone somewhere and you are searching for the pet here and there? Did it ever happen to you? Just imagine, because small children, like you, small children, you all are too much attached with animals, with your pet. Okay, so you see that experience here we are, because this chapter is related with that. Okay, catch that cat. The name itself, what it is suggesting, the name itself, that catch the cat, that we have to catch the cat. Okay. Now you see here, what are your feelings when something you love gets lost? Not only pet, let's talk about anything. If that is lost, what happens? Not to small children, even to big people, what happens when we lose our favorite thing, or we lose something we love? What happens? Just try to recall. Suppose anything, any pencil you like, it is lost. How do you feel? You feel sad, obviously. So when anything is lost, we feel sad. Okay? Alright. So you see, let us first talk about the author here. Who is the author? Tarini Vishwanath is the author of this story. Studies children's literature at the University of Cambridge. She writes for children and is fond of creating imaginary villages and fuzzy monsters. You see here, she is a writer because she has written this story. Alright, and she is studying children's literature at University of Cambridge. She is studying there and she writes for children because she loves children. She is fond of children. Okay, and she is fond of creating imaginary villages, where you can imagine in your thoughts something fascinating, you can say something which is imaginative. Okay, suppose in imagination everything can happen. We don't get elves, fairies, all these things we don't get in real. But if we imagine all these things are there, isn't it? In stories you can find. Okay, and fuzzy monsters. Monsters, you know what are all monsters? So fuzzy monsters she creates in her stories for children. Okay, now let us come to the story. Dip Dip was the naughtiest child in school. So, who is Dip Dip? Now we don't know who is Dip Dip, but we know that Dip Dip is the naughtiest child. Like you all are naughty like that. And obviously children should be naughty, isn't it? Okay, they love to be naughty. Okay. One morning, as Dip Dip was getting ready for school, her little friend Memo barged into her room. One morning, what happened when Dip Dip, she was getting ready for her school. Okay, now she will go to school. She was getting ready for her school. What happened? Her little friend, Memo was her little friend. We can understand, very young, very little friend. Memo barged into her room. Suddenly she came into the room. How she came into the room? Like when you enter something, you try to enter forcefully into somebody's room. Suddenly you come. Without knocking, without saying anything, without calling, suddenly you try to enter forcefully. That is barged in. Barged into her room. Okay, so Memo came. Cap is lost. We don't know who is Cappy, but Cap is lost, she is saying. Memo wailed. She was crying. Wailing means to cry. Cappy was Memo's cat. Who was Cappy? Cappy was Memo's cat, her pet. Okay, and by Cap is lost, by the word itself we can say that she is very anxious. Okay, she is very sad. Cap is lost. She is crying. Okay, don't worry, Memo, Dip Dip said. Dip Dip said not to cry. You go to school, I'll look for Cappy. She said, Dip Dip said, that I'll look for Cappy, you go to school, okay? And not to worry. Dip Dip put on her uniform. She packed her bag, picked up her lunch box and let her brother wheel her to the bus stop like he did every day. So you see from here we come to know so many things. Dip Dip, she put on her uniform. That means she wore her uniform. She packed her bag. Packing, when you come to school, what do? You check your routine, you pack your bags. Picked up her lunch box. She took the lunch box, put it in her bag and let her brother wheel her. Okay, now here we come to know that she cannot walk. She is on the wheelchair. Okay, you can see that wheelchair. So let her brother wheel her to the bus stop. Oh, so brother took her to the bus stop in that wheelchair like he did every day. This was usual. This was her usual routine. Her brother took her to the bus stop. Okay, from there she would take the bus, and this was her regular routine. This happened every day. Okay. He left her there to wait for a school bus and went off to his own school. So he left her there. Dip Dip's brother left her there. And she was waiting for the school bus so that when the school bus will come, she'll go. And brother went off to his school. Okay. As soon as he had left, brother left. After reaching her to the bus stop, Dip Dip raced off. Raced off, what is the meaning of race off? You know what is the meaning of race? Going very fast, that is race. Raced off. She wheeled her way up. Now she was on the wheelchair, you have to understand. She wheeled her way up. With the help of the wheelchair, she started moving. And down the streets, calling Cappy, Cappy. So she started going, okay. She wheeled her way up on the streets. Now she has to find Cappy because she said to Memo that don't worry, I'll find Cappy. Okay. She looked behind houses. So what happened? She was searching for Cappy. So she was on her way to search Cappy. Okay. She looked behind houses. Behind the houses she was looking. Inside the dustbin she was looking. Under the bushes she was looking. So she was looking everywhere. Behind the houses, inside the dustbins, under the bushes, everywhere she was searching for Cappy. Okay. Cappy was nowhere. So we come to know that till now she did not see Cappy, cannot find her. Have you seen a brown cat around here? She is asking. Okay, to some people she is asking, have you seen a brown cat? Did you see a cat whose color is brown? Dip Dip asked some people who were digging the road. See, on the way we meet so many types of people if you go out, isn't it? So some people were digging the road. She found some people and she said that who were digging the road, his name is Cappy. That did you see a brown cat? Okay, she was asking those people. His name is Cappy. No, we haven't, they replied. They said, no, we haven't seen. Have you seen a brown cat around here? She asked an old man drinking tea in a tea shop. A man was drinking tea in a tea shop. She even asked that old person, okay, that did you see a brown cat? Okay, the old man replied, no. His name is Cappy. Even she said that the name of my cat is Cappy. Okay, no, I haven't, he replied. Dip Dip now came to a road that went up a little hill. So where Dip Dip came now? She came to a road that went up a little hill, you understand? Okay, hill is a small, you can say, above the ground. It is actually, a hill is a low mountain, very low mountain it is, okay. So Dip Dip now came to a road that went up a little hill, so it was a small hill. She wheeled herself up, panting a little. She wheeled herself up because she was herself moving her wheelchair. Okay, so she wheeled herself up there, panting. Okay, what is the meaning of panting a little means? She was very actually tired because she was searching Cappy for a long time. So she was taking quick breaths. She was tired actually. Have you seen a brown cat around here? She asked a woman hanging clothes to dry. A woman was hanging clothes to dry. Okay, she was trying to dry the clothes. Okay, so she asked the woman there, is that him? The woman asked pointing. She showed to someone. The woman showed to someone and said, is that him? The woman asked pointing. Okay, pointing someone. Okay, that means who was that? That was Cappy. Okay, Dip Dip turned to see a brown streak disappearing down the hill. Dip Dip turned to see. Dip Dip, she turned around to see. Okay, see a brown streak. Streak is a band of colors. She can see a slight colors because suddenly it disappeared also. Somewhere it went. Disappear means to vanish. Okay, so it disappeared also down the hill. Because you know cat is a very fast runner, it will run fast. Okay, Cappy Dip Dip cried. Now she was shouting, cried loudly. Dip Dip was shouting, Cappy. Down the hill she rolled behind the cat. See, she rolled down the hill now. Okay, behind the cat she was going on her wheelchair. Cappy ran fast. Cappy ran past houses. Cappy was running very fast. Houses, jumped over dustbins and darted around bushes. So he was moving very quickly. You can say here, past houses. Houses it was crossing, jumping over dustbins and around bushes also. Very quickly it was moving, running and moving very quickly. Okay. He sprang past the old man drinking tea in a tea shop. See, she came down the hill. Now it is on the road now. Okay. So, very fast Cappy went, the cat went in front of the old man. From in front of the old man he went. Okay. Who was drinking tea in a tea shop. He let pass the people digging the road. Now you see, Cappy asked those people who were digging the road. Cappy asked that old man. Now Cappy, this one, Dip Dip asked those men who were digging the road. Okay. Then Dip Dip asked this man, old man who was drinking tea also. Isn't it? So Cappy went from in front of them only. Very fast. Cappy moved very fast from in front of them. Okay. Not far from Dip Dip's house. Now where Cappy came? Near Dip Dip's house. Nearby it was. Cappy stopped, flicked his tail and jumped up a tree. Suddenly what Cappy did? Okay. Suddenly it moved. Actually, it climbed a branch. It flicked his tail. Okay. Because you see, they move very fast. The movement of the cats are very, very fast. Okay. So flicked his tail and jumped up a tree. Suddenly it jumped up a tree. And where this tree was located? Nearby Dip Dip's house. He settled himself comfortably on a high branch. Very high branch he went. Cappy went and settled down there. Sat there. Okay. Dip Dip came to a stop under the tree. You crazy cat. So you see, Dip Dip came to a stop. Okay. Under the tree because the cat was on the tree. You crazy cat. And where was Dip Dip? Dip Dip was under the tree. The Cappy was on the tree and Dip Dip was under the tree. You crazy cat, she panted, come down. You crazy cat, she shouted because the cat was behaving in such a way. That's why she called her crazy. She panted. She was very breathing very fast. She was tired. Come down. But Cappy only began to lick himself clean. So the cat was licking itself. What could Dip Dip do now? She was tired and she was hungry. So you see now Dip Dip was very, What would Dip Dip do now? She was tired and she was hungry. Dip Dip was very hungry and tired because from morning she was behind this cat searching Cappy. She opened her lunchbox and saw fish curry. She opened her lunchbox, what her mummy gave her, and opened and saw that fish curry was there. Okay, this will bring Cappy down. Because cats, they like fish, isn't it? The smell of the fish. So, Dip Dip thought this will bring the cat down. Okay, Cappy, do you want some fish? Cried Dip Dip and lifted her up her box to show Cappy. What she did? Cappy, do you want some fish? She said as she lifted up her tiffin box. Okay, fish. Cappy looked down. You see, fish, after seeing fish, Cappy looked down. But suddenly Cappy was frightened to climb down. Now suddenly it went to a high branch. Okay, without thinking. And now it was afraid to come down. Meow, he said pitifully, meow. Now he wanted to come down, but he cannot come down. You see what a condition. Cappy wanted to come down now, but he was on a high branch. He cannot come down. Maybe he was afraid. Okay. So in a very sadful way, he said, meow. What? Dip Dip shouted. You don't expect me to come and get you, do that. Dip Dip shouted now. that you don't expect me to come and get you there. Do you want me to get there on the branch? I'll go and bring you down, because the cat cannot come down now. Cappy cannot come down now. So he wanted so that Dip Dip should come and bring Cappy down. Okay? Meow, said Cappy sadly. Now really Cappy was very sad. He cannot come down. Fine, said Dip Dip, I am coming, don't move. So Dip Dip said that I am coming. Okay? Dip Dip wheeled herself close to the tree where a branch hung low. So she wheeled herself. She took her wheelchair where? Near a branch which was very low. Okay? She used her arms to pull herself up. Somehow she managed to hold the branch. Okay? And to pull herself up. Now come here, Cappy, you silly cat, she called. You can see in the picture, Dip Dip went up the tree, somehow managed, okay, and called Cappy that you silly cat, you come down now. Meow, said Cappy, sliding down slowly and cuddling up to her. What happened to Cappy? Sliding down slowly, she came down, okay, from the branches to Dip Dip. She came down. He came down, Cappy came down, sliding down slowly and cuddling up to her. Went near Dip Dip, okay? Very close to Dip Dip. Cappy went. That's when Dip Dip heard voices below. Then suddenly Dip Dip saw below. Okay, there she is on the tree. Where is she? She is on the tree. Who is on the tree? Dip Dip is also on the tree. Cappy is also on the tree. Dip Dip, how did you get up there? Dip Dip looked down to see many faces looking up at her. Somebody was calling her, Dip Dip, how did you get up there? Because she was on the wheelchair. How could she get up on the tree? See, Dip Dip saw many faces. Many people were down looking up at her. She held out to the cat. See, I found Cappy for Memo. Now Dip Dip was very happy because she has already found Memo. Okay, so she said that, see, I have found Memo. Her father brought her and Cappy down. Okay, Dip Dip's father, maybe they were searching her. Okay, she did not go to school. She was looking for Cappy. So her father brought her and Cappy down from the tree. Everyone smiled at her, scolded and hugged her. Everyone smiled at her because they were searching. Maybe they were also searching Dip Dip. Where was Dip Dip? And she was finding Cappy. Okay, so everyone smiled at her, scolded also, and hugged her. Okay, loved her, hugged her, and Dip Dip sat in a wheelchair smiling at, scolding and hugging Cappy. And Dip Dip sat in a wheelchair. She was there. She came down. Her father brought her and Cappy down. She was sitting on a wheelchair. She was smiling, scolding and hugging Cappy. What she did? She was smiling and she scolded Cappy. Okay, and she was smiling at Cappy. Okay, so at last all are united. Okay, Cappy found Dip Dip. Dip Dip found Cappy for Memo. Okay, so at last the ending is very nice. Okay, this was a very nice story. Please read at home properly. Okay, when you read, you can understand better. All of you, please do that. Tarini Vishwanath is the author of this story. Okay. Alright, please go through everything. Please go through the lesson first. After that, we are going to discuss about the word meanings. Some more words are there in the lesson that also we can discuss. Okay. Thank you, students.